prized of all beautiful creatures, there stands a silver white steed on a hill, proud and alone with the moon there to guide him, unicorn talisman of goodwill. Hunter from Scotland, Philip was his name. Years he traveled the world in vain, in search of the single twisted horn, crowning the head of the unicorn. Old and grey his journey now spanned, met a young girl on the plains of Tibet. She was a picture of beauty and virtue, whispering tales of the sun and the moon. Rarest, most prized of all beautiful creatures, there stands a silver white steed on a hill, proud and alone with the moon there to guide him, unicorn talisman of goodwill.
The unicorn is the moon at night, the lion is the sun. Together they fight at dawn and dusk. Their battle begins to rule the sky, but neither shall win.
This was the one girl he knew above all, would surely help him accomplish his goal. As evening fell on the lonely plateau, the unicorn came down when she called. Philip returned to the court of King James. No one believed what Philip had claimed. On Scottish and English banners are found, the unicorn fights the line for the crown.
From almost the beginning of time, dragons have stalked the earth. They were great lumbering brutes, covered with thick, shiny scales, carrying their massive bodies on legs like tree trunks, and often with the ability to breathe smoke and flame from their ugly nostrils. Some even had wings, which carried them over castle and cottage, where baron and peasant alike cowered beneath the shadow of their passing. One such hideous beast even threatened a small English village, for the people had received the news that a dragon was smashing its way towards their peaceful dwellings. They knew that the only way to satisfy the beast and make it leave them in peace was to sacrifice a beautiful young maiden.
Jaws and sparks are falling like rain. terrified girl waits for death. It's too late. It's too late. Suddenly someone comes galloping by. He's charging with his lance up high, hurling his spear at the mighty beast flame. The dragon was dying, reeling with pain.
Faster, there's a burning deep inside. Can't control this feeling, no matter how I try. A full moon is arising in the black Bavarian sky. My hands and face are growing hair. I wish that I could die. A silver bullet in your gun. Pull the trigger, shoot to kill, and the devil will be gone. Burgermeisters walk the town. The men are out in force. I can see their torches as they sail the castle walls. Leaping from a rooftop, I grab a maiden by the hair. You'll be my protection from the angry mob down there. A silver bullet in your gun. Pull the trigger, shoot to kill, and the devil will be cannot be. Transformation will reveal my true identity. Run like the wind, but please don't turn around to see the man you love as he tumbles to the ground. Place a silver bullet in your gun. Pull the trigger, shoot to kill, and the devil will be gone.
Long ago and far away, country folk would whisper of a strange creature they called the salamander. It was, so they said, a lizard-like animal, but unlike that more familiar creature, came from a world of heat and fire. Even to look at it brought some great personal tragedy into the viewer's life. Yet no living person had ever seen such a creature, fortunately for them. None, that is, until one never-to-be-forgotten night when a lonely elderly peasant was seated alone in his house, occasionally stirring a large cauldron of appetizing broth which was simmering over his open fire. He was so occupied with this task that he hardly noticed a small, lizard-like creature skitter across the floor. Far away, in an ice-bound, fog-shrouded corner of the ancient world, where the north wind always blew, lived 3 terrible sisters, They were known as the Gorgons. 2 of them had strange, distorted bodies that made them seem more beast than human. The 3rd had female form. Her name was Medusa. Of the 3, Medusa was by far the most evil and the most dangerous. In place of hair, her head was covered with snakes, which writhed and spat venom in a most terrifying way. But worst of all were her eyes, for whoever looked at them was changed into solid stone. For many years Medusa had sat with her 2 sisters, and the whole area around them was littered with rain-washed, decaying stone statues that had once been living men and animals, who for one brief moment before they died had dared to look into her hideous eyes.
Beware
In the golden days of ancient Greece, there lived a strange race of creatures known as centaurs. From a distance, they looked and sounded like horses, but the people of the hill country of northern Greece knew them for what they were, half man, half horse. Their bodies were that of a horse, sleek, strong, and magnificent, but where the neck should have begun was a man's trunk, arms, and head. The Greeks were happy when they heard the sound of the galloping of the centaurs, for they brought with them the laughter of the innocent and the craft of the storyteller, for they often accompanied their stories on harps. Most respected of all of the centaurs was Chiron, their leader. He was the sweetest singer of songs and a wonderful teller of stories.
Centaur, wondrous to behold. Everybody listened to the stories that he told, filled with the knowledge of 1,000 men. Even though he led the world, people called him friend. Chiron, Chiron, play your harp and sing. Chiron, Chiron, you'll do anything. People look to you and know yours is the right way to go. Broad-chested man upon a noble steed, he taught his wisdom to the famous Hercules. Everyone listened to the sweet refrain of his golden voice as it rang out o'er the plain. Chiron, Chiron, play your harp and sing. Chiron, Chiron, you'll do anything. People look to you and know yours is the right way to go. One day he hunted, his target was a stag. One of his poisoned arrows fell and pierced his leg. Man, beast, and centaur, each one mourned their friend. Wisest creature ever known would not be seen again. Chiron, Chiron, lay your harp and sing. Chiron, Chiron, you'll do anything. People look to you and know yours is the right way to go. Chiron,
The people of Thebes in ancient Egypt were terribly frightened, for a strange and hideous creature had come to live near the outskirts of their city. It had already caused the deaths of a number of men traveling to and from Thebes. There were many rumors as to the cause of their deaths, but only one thing was certain. No witnesses had lived to relate what had happened. What the Thebans did not know was that their unwelcome visitor was a sphinx, a creature with the face of a woman, the feet and tail of a lion, and the wings of a great eagle. Then a merchant, passing by the creature's lair, had actually managed to see it. His story was that he had hidden, terror-stricken, when the Sphinx suddenly emerged from its cave to demand of his companion the answer to an unanswerable riddle. It was,
What goes on 4 legs, then 2 legs, then 3? Answer me quickly, or dead you will be.
Young man was
By far the strangest and most beautiful bird the world has ever seen was the fabulous bird known as the phoenix, sacred to the sun. It was a large bird, and with the most gorgeous rainbow-colored plumage imaginable, and with a delightful singing voice. Yet for all its beauty and its long life, for it was said to live for 100 years and more, it was an extremely shy bird, and one seldom seen by human eyes. Yet many had tried to find the phoenix, for it had been foretold that all who saw it would be blessed with every fine quality possible, and in consequence men journeyed throughout the domains where the bird was said to live, to Persia, Arabia, and Egypt, but rarely with any success. Some thought they had seen the flash of its bright wings in out-of-the-way places, yet when they drew nearer, their hearts almost bursting with excitement, they soon realized that what they had seen was but the flash of light on some metallic rock, or the glint of sunshine on a secluded desert pool.
This bird is sacred to the sun. It's been around since time began. Crest of gold and scarlet hue, feathers green and tail of blue. It brings good fortune, happiness, and with it also signs of peace. A happy man he is who sees the phoenix flying by with ease, gazing at the burning Persian sun. Its death and birth are all in one. Yes, the phoenix has risen today from the burning ash of its grave. Now the time has finally come to search for the temple of the sun. No mortal bird they can fly. When 500 years have gone, it finds a place beneath the sun. Incense and wood are pressed into the framework of its nest. Eyes fixed on the midday orb, light and power it will absorb. The phoenix burns with perfume smoke, now it burns with more than hope.